Right now, somewhere out there, someone is struggling to swallow a tablet. This tablet has been around for over a century, banned by countries, painstakingly resynthesized, and finally sold back to the company that originally made it. This is the head-numbing tale of aspirin. Imagine this. A German company called Bayer is making dyes out of coal tar, turning the sludge left over from gaslight into the color purple. Glamorous stuff. But by 1880, the dye gambit has gotten old. German patent law only protected the recipe, not the product. So rivals just cooked the same colors a slightly different way and shrugged. Bayer needed a new gig. Cue chemists Felix Hoffmann, Heinrich Dresser, and Arthur Eichengrun, who in 1897 produced a clean, stable version of acetyl salicylic acid by combining salicylic acid and acetic anhydride. Acetyl salicylic acid is the active ingredient that humans have been chasing since Hippocrates chewed willow bark for a fever and noted that it tasted woody. Fortunately, Hoffmann's version skipped the barky aftertaste and was much kinder to stomachs. Now Bayer goes to enforce their patent and gets the old, "this isn't new," response. Great molecule, but that's so 1850s. So Bayer walks away with no patent in Germany and the UK, but retains a rock-solid trademark on the word aspirin. Then the influenza epidemics in the early 20th century did the marketing for them, spreading the name far and wide. World War I arrives, and suddenly the Allies have a problem. Bayer cuts off aspirin supply to enemy countries, because why would they want to make this less painful? The Australian government says, fine, be that way, and suspends German patents. They also declare that anyone who can make this stuff pure enough can use the name aspirin. George Nicholas, a Melbourne pharmacist, hears this and immediately starts brewing aspirin in his shed. By 1915, with a chemist mate, he cracks it, and the Attorney General literally declares his batch purer than German, a phrase that means nothing chemically and everything patriotically. Then a rumor spreads that Nicholas is promoting the brand for the Germans, so they rebrand to Aspro. Same drug, but fewer accusations of treason. With turn-of-the-century Mad Men-style newspaper ads, Aspro goes global, eventually spanning 5 continents. Meanwhile, Bayer is getting demolished. America seizes its assets and auctions them to a company called Sterling. By 1921, a U.S. judge rules that aspirin is now a generic word, like escalator or zipper. Bayer doesn't just lose the trademark, it loses ownership of its own product's name across the U.S., UK, and the Commonwealth. Sterling buys the factories and discovers it's purchased the world's most expensive paperweights. The chemists are gone, and Hoffmann's process notes read less like instructions and more like a ransom note. So Bayer trades its secret know-how for a slice of the market back. Patents, lawyers, treaties carving up the world like a board game. But Bayer keeps researching and eventually shows that aspirin prevents heart attacks. A landmark 1988 trial showing 44% fewer heart attacks. And suddenly, a dying painkiller has a second act as a heart drug. In 1994, Bayer finally buys back the name aspirin in America. 100 years on, Aspro, the brand Australians invented specifically to spite Bayer, is owned by Bayer. The patent, the thing Bayer reached for first, turned out to be the flimsiest part of its IP portfolio. The thing that survived 2 world wars, generic copies, and getting its name legally yoinked was the brand. Patents expire. A good brand is basically immortal. If all this has given you a headache, have I got a pill for you. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep imagining.